I am going to touch on a little bit of a hot topic right now. I want to talk about sinkholes in Land O'Lakes and Pasco County specifically, and I want to show you some resources that we have so we can do a little bit more due diligence on what it may mean to have a sinkhole home or be near a sinkhole home. Now, by no means am I an engineer or a geologist. I am only a realtor, but I do know how to use my resources, and I wanted to share some of those resources with you so that you can make your most educated decisions on your purchase. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen here, and I am going to go to the Pasco County Property Appraisers website. So it's pascopa.com. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to a record search, and I'm going to actually take you to a listing that I know is considered a sinkhole home right now. So 23015 there. So this home is currently active for sale. I have it listed, and these are public records that I'm sharing. So if you look here, this is the property appraiser's main page. You see the mailing address, the physical address, the legal description for the property, and then you also see the zoning. You see if there's a flood zone right here, the taxable area, the size of the acreage. So this particular property is 1/4 of an acre. Now you see this right here, it says sinkhole status, and that means sinkhole activity 2012. So this home is considered a sinkhole home. So one of the things that we do when we look at the sinkhole homes, and when I check homes for any of my buyers, I share this publicly available information with all of my buyers. Click right here on the map area. So we click on the map, and that loads, and right on this screen over here, there are a layer list. So you go to the layer list, you go under parcels green, you scroll down, and you see subsidence sinkholes. So when you click on that, you're going to see that that home showed up purple. I'm going to close this, and I'm going to make the map go out a little bit further. So that home showed up purple. What that means is that is an unrepaired sinkhole home. Now the home across the street is yellow. That means it is a repaired sinkhole home. So those are the options that are available, and you could print this and it shows you the key. But one of the really interesting things that I want to show you about these particular sinkhole homes versus maybe some others that you've heard about in the news in Land O'Lakes. Right here is a base map. So this is actually historical maps that go back to 1941. So we're at 2020 right now is where the last map picture was taken, even though we're in 2021 right now. And then let's just, for example, go to 2010. So you can see that the map was slightly different, and some of these homes were, you know, here. These were already deemed sinkhole, not sinkhole, maybe some of the building. Now let's go back. So that was 2009. Let's go back, or 2010, let's go to 2001. Sable Ridge wasn't there yet. Lake Paget was, we know that. We know Lake Paget's been around for a while. So it's still gonna show you that even though that house wasn't built there, it shows you where the current lot lines are for the homes. We'll go back to the base map. We'll go to 1998. Only a handful of homes in Lake Paget were there, just starting to get built. 1974, none of those homes were there. Looks like a bunch of trees. So from what I understand, a lot of this I think was orange growth. I wasn't here at that point. I was, what year are we on? 1974. I wasn't alive yet, so I wasn't here. So we go back, even more telling, to 1957, and let's just go back all the way to 1941. So I'm showing you this because what we can see is, and we can go out a little bit further, the map actually gets a little bit clearer the further out we go, and you can see that this was all just land. There was a couple of the little lakes here. These dark areas are the lakes, okay? And look at that. Actually, the clubhouse at Lake Paget is considered a repaired sinkhole. So it's Florida. Geologists have told me that we are on a honeycomb. Florida is a honeycomb. We are at sea level. There's lots of limestone, so there is lots of shifting. So what's actually deemed a sinkhole and not, you know, that's to be determined. But what I thought was really interesting about this, so see this house on Mayfair, that's the unrepaired sinkhole. That was always land there, always land. There wasn't any water, there wasn't anything, you know, going back 60 years, 70, 80 years, nothing has changed in that area. Now, we know that there were some homes in Land O'Lakes a few years back that had a major sinkhole. They got sucked into the lake, it freaked everybody out. We're gonna head down Collier Parkway over here, okay? And we are going to head over to that part of Lake Paget. So here's Collier Parkway. This is where Bell Lake Road is right now, okay? So if we start looking at, so now this is Lake Paget Estates over here. We're gonna go back a little bit further down Bell Lake Road. So this is where we've got a lot of the construction going on right now. We're going to let the map catch up with us a little bit. So we're going to go down Lake Paget Drive. So if we go down Lake Paget Drive and we look at where these homes are located, Lake Paget Drive, and I think Lake Saxon might be where we're looking for. So remember, this map that we're looking at right now is from 1941. So we go down Lake Paget Drive, and now we're on this Ocean Pines Drive, right? So you see these homes, and again, I'm not a geologist, I'm just a realtor that is deciphering public data. So we look at Ocean Pines Drive. And we look at these roads over here and these houses. Well, notice these homes that are deemed sinkholes. Back in 1941, that was lake. So that was not dirt where those houses are. That was all lake right there. Even over here on Lake Saxon, like I had mentioned, this is lake. Those houses on that side of the road that are the beautiful waterfront houses were actually, that land was in the lake in 1941. So we'll go back to the base map and we'll look at 1974. Still lake. 2001. Oh, no more lake. So let's go back to 1998. 1985. So 1974. So there's a 10-year gap there. Okay, no, 1967. So look at that. Back in 1967, all of a sudden, it's not lake there anymore. They started filling in land, right? And so when they filled in the land, then there's 1974, there's houses now. So where those houses are built 60, 70 years ago, that was lake. So the theory was that that was taking its lake back. So there's a pretty marked difference in those homes that are on the lake right now. Now you look at some of them along some of the other roads, and just because it's lakefront, it was always land. It wasn't not land. But those particular ones over there that had gotten swallowed back into the lake were lake. So again, this is all public data on the Pasco County Appraiser's site. If you have any questions and you'd like me to share any other information with you, I'd be happy to. I can answer any questions that you have. For that particular property on Mayfair, we do have an engineering company, a geological company that would actually potentially make it not a sinkhole any longer, because the testing, the technology has changed so dramatically in the last 20 years that maybe what we thought was a sinkhole then, we right now realize was only just settling. So I'd be happy to speak to you about that. Any other questions, let me know, and I hope that you make it a great day.